Hello. PM session today, 26th of August, and is exactly 12:15 right now. Yesterday I was very interested in a long to the upside, and I think we're getting it right now. I was already taking a few stabs at it, but I thought, let's just wait until I get on stream, but it's already running, so I want to get an entry on this one because I'm sure we're not done with the move yet. So so especially when you have this wiki price action, you can expect good moves during lunch. I actually want to come on at 12ish, just before that, because I was thinking about that, and 12:02 is a time that I always use. But I was just finishing my salad, and I thought, we have enough time. But yeah, part of the move is already going. But I think we have more opportunities in that. In the coming session. So let's just go analyze, and I do want to go over my my morning trade, my 10-4 model, which was a good trade as well. So I'm looking forward to this session. Really, yes. Now let's get into it. And if anyone is bothered by the music, let me know, because I can't hear how you hear it. Okay, let's get some analysis done. Let's have some action today. You see, again, these are the levels of yesterday's opening range gap. I sort of leave them on for if it's not too messy on the chart. You see how it respects those levels, right? Again. You can still frame a trade up to this level. So the good thing is I made a salad, and I was like, let's put some garlic in it. I'm like, oh no, of course I can put as much garlic in as well. No, I'm not going to bother anyone on the stream with it. So this is beautiful liquidity taken out. So yesterday I already mentioned the higher time frame. Where is that chart? So many things open. I was looking at this, right? Trendline liquidity. So let's just see how price develops, and if we are going back to the end walk and perhaps take out all this liquidity and these points here. And even we also have liquidity here. So yeah, I was looking at that yesterday, right? Remember? My 12:02 distribution. Let's see if we get a little bit of a pullback. We're very early today. It's 12:20. So you could have this lunch move and then a little bit of consolidation, and then the 1:30 move might be a move to the downside, or we're just going to go straight up and then Yeah. So the lunch model here, we reached the high AMRP, so I'm hoping now that we are done with this move for this model. And this model runs until 12:35, and then let it go a little bit back into the range and get ready for the next move up. So I've been waiting for this move since yesterday. Look, beautiful, right? Here it is. As I mentioned it, low resistance liquidity. We didn't make a Tuesday low, so are we perhaps going to make a Tuesday high? Where is our Tuesday? Okay, we don't have to go that high. Okay, so that's also good to notice, even though we have all this trend line liquidity, right? Now, where's Monday's high? This week's high is here, right? It doesn't have to go all the way to make a Tuesday high. Okay. We know where it's going. I'm gonna go here. $12.21. We've got some volatility. See this line here? That's a volatility that could give an injection of volatility up to this, into a liquidity zone. Just beautiful. Look at this. Love it. Now let's have a look. Let's go to check some things. Maybe we can just find some extra confluences. So in order to make the Tuesday high, we just wanted to go over this point here, and what will we notice here is a flat bottom, two flat bottom candles, or flat top candles, not bottom, two flat candles. So we like that, right? What level is this? Monday, and this was this week's. Okay, but mind you, it doesn't have to take the Sunday high. It just needs to take the Monday high to make the no, it does have to take the Sunday high to make the Tuesday high. So we want this level to be taken to make the Tuesday high. Let me just mark this. What did I do? I entered a trade by accident. It's a paper trade, it's okay. No worries. It's a little bit... No, I don't have a lot of space to type, I guess. What am I doing? Come on, Iris. You know. I'll just mark it as Sunday high. Here we go. So we need to take out this level to create the Tuesday high, right? It gives a probability because we haven't created a Tuesday low. We could create a Tuesday high. Okay, let's see if we can. I'm okay with that. Now the only thing that we need to take into consideration with all those wicks, any wick could be a rejection block, right? So it could go into the wick and reject. But then if you look at these candles, they all have been traded into and then into the range, but not to the half point. So it could be a little bit wicky on to the upside. But then on the other end, look at it's just beautiful. It just looks so beautiful. But hey, we could be wrong, right? We never know. We never know. Why are you getting this? Okay. Now I don't want the end works on this one because I already have it on the other screen. Where are you? You go out. You go out. There we go. We need less on the screens, right? It's too much information. Too much information. So again, we're at the event horizon. You see on the 1 hour, it's rejecting it. Let me quickly take my cough syrup, little bit. Got some kind of issue in my throat, bothering me a little bit for a couple of days. Maybe I'm talking more because I'm on stream. I like to talk, I guess. Okay. Now let's see if we can frame a good setup here. 12:30. It's another screen. So you see here exactly the half of this end walk, so that's this level here, is about the half of this wick as well. So that's always interesting to note. Like, are we going to make it, are we going into the end walk and just rejected the half of it, or are we just going to, because you can see here already, we rejected exactly at the end walk, right? So I wouldn't expect the same rejection at the exact point. So in that case, I would just wait. I think we can take this trade. We're still in, it's 12:30, sort of a macro, right? Just a small scalp to get into the mood. I think I'm going to lower it a little bit to this level here. We did take out liquidity here, but it just feels to me like it's not done yet for this move before it just goes a little bit further down again to the 5. See, we've got a nice fair value gap here. Okay, we're rejecting over 15 minutes. Okay, that was too soon. That was not a small move. You see that? This one went into here. So we are going, we should get down into this. It's just not ready yet. Let me just mark the midpoint of this one here. Okay, I'm going back to the 5 now. So this measurement is the measurement of the 15-minute wick. And you can see on the 5 how beautifully, now you see there's 2 candles, right? On the 15 you can't see that, and also on the 1 and on the 3 there's still candles going above it. But on the 5 here you can see how the candles are going below it. So yeah, let's see. So obviously we go over half of that candle, we just might spike up into this level here. But just don't want to see that happening. I'd rather have it just go down, but then again, look at this, it's all a lot of wicking. Is it all balanced already? Okay, we've got the new model printed. A1P is here now. The A1P plus, so the high, and the A1P low is exactly here. So what are we going to see now? Is it going to spike down first and then go up, or is it just going to spike up and then go down? Let's see. So once it gets over this level, I'm just going to enter in a long. Then I'll go, let me just have a look again. 549. I'm going to on the 1 minute. It's what close over that level. But let's see what will happen. See, that's why I love lunch, because there's so many opportunities in lunch session as well, especially if you have a wiki AM session. And it's funny that people really think there is just nothing to do in lunch and that it's really not a good time to trade, but it actually is. Not always, just like AM session is not always a good, sometimes you don't trade AM sessions either, but especially on days like today. Now this is a good short. We're not in the macro, so we're just gonna wait. We know what we're looking for. We just want either a good entry. Let's get back to the 5 again, just to see if we have a 5-minute breaker, just to see a little bit more clear. This could be a breakaway gap, right? We don't have to get back into this. It's a breakaway gap. What if this is the, let me calculate. What's this level here? Oh, look at that. Okay. If this would be the measuring gap, then this would be the top of the range, so that would be 590. Let me see if I have anything specific at 590. Ah, look at that, right? 27 level. Okay. Okay, I'm getting very bullish now. And sharing some gems here, I think, but should save some for some people, I guess. 590, 590, 590. I just want to double check Monday. It just doesn't. The only thing it doesn't add up is it just doesn't. We're not going to have our Tuesday high, so we could. What could happen is that we're going to wick above this, I guess. But then again, here we go. This is Monday, and where is Sunday? Oh, here we go. Sunday. Oh, it is actually higher. Look at that. What did I miss? Okay, 23. 623, 614. 623, 600. Okay. So I want to find a trade and just stay in it for the rest of the session. So that's my goal for. If we're going to spike now, I'm just going to want to enter and just stay. Yeah. But 609 is just here, so it doesn't make sense. No, I have to wait. We're going down first. Yeah. So I just measured. I was looking at this. Where is my screen? Oh, come on. Okay. If this is the breakaway gap, this is the measuring gap, and I measure it. 590 is would be the end point of that's right over in the middle of the end walk. And it's also in here, and I've got another confluence around this area here, weekly open as well. The only thing it doesn't add up with is I thought if we're going to have a weekly high, we want to get over the Tuesday high, we want to get over the Monday high, right? So I'm wondering if we're going to get a Tuesday high, but I've got quite good conviction now that we're going to move higher to the 590 area. For sure, maybe even higher. The only thing is I just want to enter. I just hope it just goes down into this area here. But then again, if this is the breakaway gap, it doesn't have to, right? It won't go lower. Look, this looks pretty balanced anyway. So we just have some wicks we could go into. But so are we going to get some chop and then move up? Or I'm completely wrong? That could be the case as well. But I was looking for this long already since yesterday. All this trend line liquidity. Look at this. It's just so beautiful. This would be the Monday high. So if we would get a Tuesday high, yeah, because we didn't get a Tuesday low, right? This is a Monday low. It's either, a lot of the times we get a Tuesday low or a Tuesday high. And we've got these flat top candles, which are also magnets. So this area is a point of interest for me. But then again, it's a little bit high for the PM session to go there now. It's 300 points, but good, right? Nothing is really, anything can happen. Hey, hello. Hello, Nichu X Trades. You're doing a great job, Iris, and don't give up. You'll make it in the YouTube space. A little clear chart will be appreciated. Thank you. Yeah, I just started, and I realized I think you are totally on point. I'm still also going back and forth a little bit too much, I think. But I appreciate your feedback. Yeah, thank you. Love to see you and appreciate it. Yeah. I totally agree. That's something I really need to figure out how I'm going to get my information, maybe on another screen. But on the other hand, I also want to share it because it helps me, and I'm thinking like, yeah, it must also help others. But I get it. But anyway, I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you. Especially when you just start out, every bit of support really helps you. And in the beginning, you don't want to be influenced by, I'm not interested in getting a lot of subs right now or likes, because it's just more about improving the stream. But if you get the support, it really is very heartwarming. Definitely. Thank you again. Appreciate it. And yeah, just give me all the feedback that you, if you have any more feedback, just give it to me. And I'm going to work on the clean charts. Okay, I guess we just have to wait a little bit. Let's see if it really doesn't want to get into this area here. Or it's going to go even lower, right? Anything's possible. So sweet. Appreciate it. Okay, so this is the 12:02 again. That's one of my favorite times that I use a lot. So I actually want to see it reject from here, or maybe just go into the midpoint. And this is what I like to see, because technically we could see this as a breaker right here, and it just can use the. Sometimes it goes a little bit underneath and then it goes back up, but that's when we have a little bit difficult price action. But thank you, just be a little bit, just make it easier now a little bit. We've suffered enough the last few weeks, I guess. There we go. Okay, so Nietzsche Trace gave a good advice to have give a clean chart. And I already took one clean chart here. I have to find it. I have to be more, let me find that. And this one is not the clean chart. Is this one it? I guess so. I'll go to the 15. And then take everything off. Clean charts. And he's got a good point. There we go. Okay, let's have a look at this level here. This looks very bullish, right? If you look at it. So this inversion, this 15-minute inversion here, it's bearish. We've traded through it and we've gone back up to it. And like ICT said, you need it to be, you have the bearish, it goes up and down, and then it can be used as a, in this case, as a bullish fair value gap. But then again, we don't want it to go all the way through it again. We need it to stay there. This might be a good entry, right? We're in a macro right now, so I have to go to my lower time frame now. I'm going to go for a buy here. and my TP is going to be here, and my stop loss is just about this. I consider this a protected low now. And also, using an extra confluence, we made this model, we hit the midpoint of this EQ, you see it right over here. So either it's going to be stop out or it's just going to be a trade up to that level. I do think we're going higher, but I just want to take it to this, if it goes up into my favor. And otherwise it's a small. Let me go to the 1 minute here because I want to see how the candles are printing, right? So it took out a low here. Okay, we're not done yet. We need to go further down, obviously. I'm just gonna take it to this stop. If it stops me out, it stops me out. That's fine. The reason I'm thinking is this an inversion. We don't want it to go below the midpoint, so that's why I put my stop here. And I'm just trading the inversion here. So I have a little bit of drawdown now. So I'm using the midpoint of the inversion as a premium discount in this. Okay. Oh, did I not? I did not calculate it correctly. Let me just do it a little bit better. Otherwise, yeah, okay. So I'm just looking at these order blocks as well here. We can consider this a breaker, right? So it could dig a little bit deeper in the break and stop me out and still go up, but let's see. There we go. I had some music on and now I'm not hearing any more music, so what happened to the music? Well, yeah, we could say that we have changed in the state of delivery here. Did we break that low? I think we did with a few ticks, but I'm just looking at the higher time frame. I'm just sort of, I just have this bullish bias since yesterday, and I just can't get rid of it. And my confluences are just, yeah, we're just creating liquidity, so we could go low. But on the other hand, we'll see. I'm just gonna stay in. We're still in a macro. We are still in a macro. Are we doing good? Going up. Let's go. Good. Go out of that range. Thank you, NQ. I love you. I was just making another nice wick. There we go. Okay, let's go. Thinking about is it going to use the 130 move to go down and go out of this zone, stop me out? Because it's just creating liquidity now, right, with all those wicks. So let me see. So technically, actually, I don't want the bodies to come below this point anymore because we already have a wick here. I'm not sure if that's the way I should look at it, to be honest. But I'm going to use it because it just makes it a little bit more stricter to look at. And yeah, we just have one body here. Okay. That'll be a nice trade if it works out. Yeah, Troy. You come to copy trade just to you want signal? You want a signal? Okay. I'll yeah, I'm long. I'll show you. This is an inversion. We talked about the fair value gap, right? This is an inversion. So I'm using the 15-minute, but this is a paper trade, by the way. I didn't take it on my live account. So an inversion becomes the opposite of a of the normal fair value gap, right? So we have this inversion, we have this CB, and then we went through it here. So we have here we are buy side imbalance, but here we are, we have the buy side, and then we go back all the way into it, and then now we can use it as, if it's doing the right thing, we can trust it as a inversion. So I'm looking at the midpoint, and I don't want, I put my stop below the wick. It's a lower time frame as well. We are in this, we can consider this a breaker. I would think maybe this is the breakaway gap. So I'm hoping we're just futzing around and leaving out, going out of it. So yeah, I'm long. And I have this level calculated because it is, let me see it here. It's one of my volatility levels, and it's also the NWALK. So that will be the CME weekend gap. So that is part of my analysis. And then again, I could be too early. It could, use the 130 move to go down first and then go up. So, but then again, I've been bullish since yesterday on that trade because of the. Let's just look at this trend line liquidity. So beautiful. So, but again, I could be too early. So we're just going to wait. Trade, please. What are you long? Are you waiting? I think actually it's better to wait a little bit, but then again, because AM session has been a little bit choppy. I did have a nice mechanical trade, a 10-4 model that I took. So that was a good trade. But it was quite choppy, so that's what I'm thinking. Oh, maybe it's going to have this low resistance liquidity run in the PM session. Yeah. Let me know, by the way, if the music is annoying, because I have it runs through my OBS, but I just want to make sure I can't hear the same as you guys. Find me a trade. Sure, will do. Yeah. We want some displacement and some move out of that range, right? Yeah. Are you bullish as well? Or are you short? Music is good, not to, okay, good. And the sound is not like, it just sounds clear. Yeah. Sometimes it can be really distracting when it's just a bad sound, right? So. Not bullish, really. Interesting. But not sure. No, okay, I gotcha. Yeah. So for me, also one of the things that I'm thinking about, I agree with you, because the wicking could indicate that it's just making wicks to go back to a later point, right? But we haven't made a Tuesday low. So for me, it's also like, are we going to get a Tuesday high in that case? But yeah, I agree. I'm sort of like, either it's going to run, it's going to just go through all those wicks at once, or it's going to stop me out, and it will be revisited later. So yeah. But this looks for me like very balanced. Like we don't really need to go back into this area to rebalance anything. It looks like we've already done this with this wick. So that's sort of like part of my analysis, and then this inversion fair value gap. So we'll see. I can put on some dance music too. We can dance, right? You can start singing as well. No, I won't sing. Okay, let's go. Are you going to stop me out now? Yeah, I got a subscription on that epidemic because it's yeah, okay, it's going too low now. I don't want that. That invalidates my trade already. Actually, if it goes below this point, so I'm gonna stop myself out now. Yeah. I'm so bullish though. You're saying, damn, I Sam do that too much. Oh, they still sing? Okay. I do, yeah. Well, it's still funny. Hey, you better go down and just stop. I don't. Okay, we've got some equal lows here down as well. Let's see. So what days are you on? Are you still Fridays and Mondays, or am I confused? Okay. So let's see now if we are going into this area here. Mondays and Wednesdays only. Yeah, it's nice to have 2 days. It's enough. Not when you stream for yourself, right? But so these are volatility grids. They measure how far in this time zone specific moves can be, what they have done on average in the last cycles in this time zone, for example. So because we had this level already here, it was a possibility it could go there as well now, but now it's going to the downside first. It could extend to the downside. As you see, there's a few that have been not mitigated yet, so I like to see more movement to the downside for that move up, so I'm okay with that. And we've got this beautiful level here. Beautiful. Yeah, this one's. So I have a lot on my charts, right? So I really need to, for the stream, it's important to have clean charts and get the information from another screen or something, because I'm doing everything from one screen. So it was a good tip from Nietzsche Trades. I need to have cleaner screens and just less information on it. So I have to work on that. Okay. So you see this, this is just such beautiful liquidity too. So you see the 5 minute is getting back into this range, right? So I just needed to go a little bit lower, I guess. It would be nice to have another, like I have a dual camera setup, so people can join in on the stream and give, like, you know, like talk on the trades as well and stuff like that, and so they can hear other people's voices or see them as well. I think that shouldn't be so difficult. Do you do that on your stream? Do you have like people coming over and talk, like a dual camera thing? I think that would be nice for someone, just, you know, pop in and just, you know, just chat a bit, give some ideas on the charts, whatever you're seeing, whatever you're doing. I think that would be awesome, actually. I think I'm going to look into that. Would you come on and just have it, like you just come in now and say, hey, what I'm looking at this or that. That would be nice, don't you think? I think I'm going to look into that, how to do that. If you already do that, let me know how you do that. And it can just be surprise visits, for example. And it's like a setup that you can, like, whenever somebody pops in, you can just add it, and then you just, you know, say, okay, I'll get it sorted, and then you just pop by. I've never done this live stream. I've never done. Oh, you never. Oh, okay. Everything's pre-recorded. I gotcha. Okay. Okay. So I don't know if it's possible. And I think it's possible. I see people do it. Can you have 2 camera set up on OBS? Easy. Logging in from elsewhere. Yes, you can have a camera set up in OBS with another person logged in from elsewhere by using a video conferencing app like Discord to bring their feed into OBS, or by using remote access software. The simple method is to have them join a Discord call, share their screen in OBS to show their camera feed, and then crop it to size. Okay, I'm going to look into it. I'm going to invite you. I think that's funny, right, to do. Yeah, just, you know, and it doesn't have to be really like a big thing, just to pop in, and then it's easy to just have it sort of set up maybe for in case somebody pops in once in a while, or sometimes, you know, in advance. I think that's just nice also to bring like a little bit of like some, you know, I only hear my own voice now. I'm going to look into it. I'll let you know when it's set up, and yeah. I think that's nice to do. Are you planning to do live streams at some point? Okay, so we have this inversion here now, and it's sort of like hanging into it, but you see it's still respecting this whole area, right? It's just sort of futzing around in the area. It's not leaving it yet. But it looks more bearish than bullish to me now, but I'm still not convinced, to be honest. I'm telling everyone who thinks about it, like, just do it, because it's really fun. And you know, sometimes I start and I'm like, okay, there's no one here yet, and I'm just like, but I try not to think about that, because I really just enjoy doing the stream, working on the improvements and things like that. And I've already met a few really, really nice people, and it's just fun to do. Well, you know, and it started because of Hola Prime, and yeah, now I've got the full freedom to do it the way I want to do. So that's the only that's the plus. But I do miss the interaction with the other coaches. Yeah. But then again, I can invite the coaches here, right? Yeah. Well, that would be. I don't think they would really like that if I. Yeah, probably have to talk out your setups. Yeah. Yeah. No, I knew I was a little bit early, so I was okay to be stopped out. But then again, I'm still, you know, I still have. I'm still bullish, to be honest. So we have the 130 move will give away a lot of information. If we get the 130 move to the downside, yeah, no, I'm not going to say anything right now. Let me just. I wanted to see this inversion value gap being used as a. Let me go to the 1 hour. See if I can get more information. Higher, higher, higher. Actually like the background music. Yeah, I think it's nice too. So it's epidemic and it's royalty free, so you don't get any problems with YouTube using them, if I understand correctly. So I just, you know, I have a month free subscription and I'm just trying it out, and I just connected it through virtual cable, so it doesn't go through the mic. Yeah, and if it sounds good, I'm going to use it, because apparently people like it. And if you have the, in London, I do a little bit piano music, because I think it's more like, you know, it's morning and it's like a little bit relaxing. So then I think it's nice for the atmosphere, and people, it's warm and welcoming, I guess, if it sounds good. What happened? Yeah, so this is, I'll show you the playlist. Here we go. You can see the screen, right? So it's lo-fi. It says hip-hop, but I don't think it doesn't really, I don't think this is hip-hop. Lo-fi, happy, laid-back, smooth, dreamy, house. But it's really relaxing. It's not. I don't hear hip hop. Oh, this is hip hop, relaxing, dreamy. But I don't think this is hip hop. I think they mismatched that a little bit. I'm still bullish. Can't help it. I just can't help it. I can't help it. Give me a pill for it. Yeah. So this high has been mitigated here. Yeah, I'm still bullish. Here we go. Yeah, I'm going to re-enter. Above my 1202. Yeah. Oh, it's a POC? Yeah, so, see, it's so funny that all these things, they... so here, this is changing the state of delivery. I actually already should have entered here. So when we have a candle closing, going over this candle, we have a retest here. Then, did I talk to you about my 1202? This is my magic. We went below the 1202, now we're above the 1202. And that's an extra confirmation for me. I've seen her on, I watched a little bit on the screen, yeah. Yeah, I didn't look though, I just looked at it just very quickly. Have you done a session with her? I love to see women yeah, getting more onto the streams and stuff like that. But I have no idea if I've seen Tony. Oh, come on now, don't do that to me. Don't get me stopped out again. Just don't go below my 1202. Make sure that it just doesn't stop me out. A little bit lower. Oh, are they infatuated with her? Oh, that's funny. So are they nervous then? Are they nervous when she's when they're with her, or how do they? Are they like really like little young boys, like giggling and stuff like that? Oh, that's funny. I have to watch that if that's the case. Okay, now I'm gonna get my move. See, I was too early. You see, this is my first presented fair value gap of every session. I use them from Asia, London. You see how they're respected, right? Right into that gap in that last move out that took me out. Okay, now I'm going to stay in for the rest of the session. They have really stupid grins all the time. Oh, really? Okay, is she she has a little bit of an accent. Is she from Russia or something? Or I just listened very quickly, so I couldn't... So I'm now actually trading the whole range, this whole time range, because this goes from the lower volatility grid into the higher, but I already have some confidence, but it probably will take some time to get there. Oh, she's from Europe. Yeah, she had some kind of maybe Yugoslav. I mean, or from, I don't know, Eastern Europe. She lives in Miami. Okay, nice. Yeah, Sam and Paul are very cute. I mean, I love them. They're very nice. And Daryl as well. I don't think Daryl. I think Daryl is really. He's very funny. So you see the power of this inversion, right? But I mean, we're still not out of the woods. We still need to leave the area. So okay, we have a little gap here, volume imbalance. So maybe I'll lower my TP if we go out of this zone. Let's see. I'm gonna add at some point if we are going away. ES new highs, or do we have S&T? Let me check. So we as ICT traders, we look for a divergence with ES, right? So we call it SMT. See, I just don't like it that it's not leaving the zone. So I would like to see divergence with ES, for example, if now ES takes out, for example, this low, or NQ doesn't, and one of the two doesn't, that would be a nice divergence, and then take the long from there. Let me see what ES is doing at the moment here. Okay, ES made a wick here as well. And it took out this wick here. It's just creating liquidity all the time. It's very annoying. Okay, now don't go below my 1202, because then it's going to invalidate my trade. We've got a gap here. Let's see if it goes below this one and just goes into this gap and then spikes up. If not, it will stop me out. See, the thing, the music, it stops all the time. Okay, so now we're printing the first presented fair value gap of the PM session, the 131. Okay, here we go. Let's go into the wick and then wick back up, please. I want to see this happen. I don't want it to go lower, so I can move my stop just on this. Yeah, okay, stop that. Okay. It should just run all the time and not just play one song or two songs. I think I'll stay in this playlist, right? You like it, so. Okay, so this is the 130 move. I don't mind seeing it go lower because then it will give me a better entry for my long. Or we're going to get our Tuesday low still if we just could keep on going down. So for the new people that are here, I'm looking at this inversion here for the ICT, for the other ICT people. We have an inversion here on the 15-minute I'm looking at. So we've gone through it and we have, and I was looking at the midpoint here and obviously we're below that now. But I was hoping because we have got such beautiful trendline liquidity here. But on the other hand, we wicked into it already. Could be done for the move up for today. But yeah, I had a bullish bias, so I was hoping that we use this midpoint of the inversion to go to the upside. So you can see it is respecting this area still. We're still in that area. We're not leaving it. So until that time, I'm just hey, how are you, Eric? That is nice to see you, Eric. I tried to get in touch with you on Discord, but we're not friends, and it said that we didn't have any mutual Discord servers. So I want to give you some details to pass on to Chrissy, but I couldn't get hold of you. So yeah, good to see you again. How are you doing today? No worries, Eric. I know you're busy. You're busy with making a lot of money. That's what you're doing. So yeah. So I've been stopped out twice now because I played this inversion and I thought, okay, you know what, it might just spike up higher because we had quite some liquidity. It was a little bit choppy in the AM session, so I was hoping on to that. What you see a lot of the time during lunch, it gives you this good move. We did have a good move in lunch, to be honest. It was this move here, this candle here, right? This big green candle. So that's sort of like, I thought we might get some continuation, so that I was aiming for that. So yeah, I'm just focusing on this inversion right now on the higher time frame. Then we could use this one as well. So I need a little bit more information for my next trade. Not today. I'm not okay. Well, it doesn't have to be always big amounts, right? It could also be just like a smaller amount. It's still good. I mean, a lot of people don't make that in a day. Yeah. So I had my I don't know if people are interested, but I have a model that's called my 10-4 model, and I played it this morning in the chop, and I had a pretty good trade over there. Let me see if I can go to a screen where I don't have a lot of stuff on it. We just let this play out. So my 10-4 model. You see, this is yesterday's 4 o'clock. You see the wick goes straight to it, right? I'm on the 15-minute candle, but you can see here the 10 o'clock prints, and I used the manipulation move of the 10 o'clock. I was careful though, because we had it to 4 o'clock from today, so I had to watch what direction are we going. But it was at some point obvious to me, the 10 o'clock prints, we have the manipulation move to the downside. That's where I enter. Eric, you know like AMD, right? Or AMD. And then I just took it to the 4 o'clock, boom. That's it, I didn't even take it, that's it. So I used the manipulation move of the 10, look where the 4 o'clock is. There are rules for the 4 o'clock. It cannot be used in the day previous in that 10-4, around that 10 o'clock time. So, yeah. Yeah, I'll see if I can find your questions. Is that the real you? What do you mean, is that the real me? Is that the real me? I sent you a friend request today because I wanted to get in touch for Chrissy. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, if anyone is interested in the 10-4, so it was quite choppy. A lot of people were complaining about NQ, but if you use this, it's so mechanical, and you use the wick as the manipulation move. So it's a clear AMD on the 10, and then you have yeah, you look. It's my go-to model. It's how I live off. I pay my bills with that model. Yeah, that's all I actually can do. No, just making sure. Yeah, I sent you. Did I send you a message? I'm not sure. It could. I'm not that popular. I don't think anyone is trying to fake me. I didn't reset level yet, I think. Yeah. I think the time when people start to impersonate you, that's, I think, when you think, okay, I'm getting somewhere now, right? Okay, let's start looking for a trade, guys. Let me know what you guys are thinking. So I had a long bias, but obviously we're going to the short side now. To go to the lower time frame. I need my SNR up and running in the switch. I love it when, yeah, and I love consolidation now too, because it's just like consolidation means we're going to get a manipulation move and then we take the distribution, right? And especially the 10 o'clock, if you understand when the 10 o'clock prints and you get the move to the downside or upside, and you understand that's the manipulation, and then you try to get in below the point of the open of that 10 o'clock move. And sometimes it's a little bit difficult. Like today it was a bit choppy, so I actually got back in when it reached the open price again, but then I could just let it run. So it was about 27 points, and yeah, it did go a little bit higher, but it was not easy. It was a little bit choppy that session, so it was all okay. But yeah, the 10-4. Time. Gosh, it's a little bit warm now here. So it looks bearish to me, but I'm just not convinced at the moment to get into a bearish trade, to be honest. This is a nice wick as well. Anyone, what's your bias? So we have an intermediate high here. It's been mitigated. We have a wick here. we technically do not need to go here anymore. This is a manipulation candle. Let me go lower time frame on the 15-minute. That was at 9:45. This was at 10 o'clock. The 10 o'clock rejected. This was a rejection block for the 10 o'clock. Can we go to the midpoint of this? Yes, we can. We've got a gap here. Okay. Let me measure this one here. Yeah, so the midpoint. Yeah, I got some good feedback from people. I need cleaner charts. I'm working on that, guys. That is a promise, because I've got a lot of information on the charts, I know. So the midpoint of this wick, and we consider that a gap, is around this, around here, and it's also the 830. So if we're going down, that might be a good, that might be a point of interest. So the cleaner charts is something I will work on. So I can, I'm just trying to find the balance, what people are interested in, to show them, and what is, you know, clean charts versus information, what people might want to hear. So yeah, so I would like some feedback on that too, if you have any ideas on that. But I think cleaner charts will, people are more interested in that as well, and just see the trades that are being made, right? Could that be another consolidation? It's a nice. What do you mean, Eric? Consolidation of a specific area? Okay. Okay, now we're in a, I see a nice market maker sell model coming. Let's see. I'm going to wait for the macro, the 150, 2 o'clock. I want the 130 move to be finished, because that will give me a little bit more information. We have no SMT. Let's have a look in the macro if there's one coming up in the macro. So this line here, the pinkish, is the first presented fair value gap of this morning. We have equal lows here. On the 1 minute. So $492, it's 10 points below. This could be a good scalp. So this, I consider this a magnet right now. We can, oh yeah. I'm sorry, Troy. Magnet time. Oh shit, I'm not on my clean chart. Okay, and for everyone who's watching, those purple boxes are a secret weapon. And as you see, it's right below that it's specific times that I use, and I extend those. And they happen right below that level. So to get rid of that. There we go. Okay. So this music doesn't loop. I'll just take this short. The equal lows here, right over here. First percent fair value gap. I like to see that if I want to move down, I like to see the first candle of the 150 macro to be a bullish one. Doesn't always work, but there we go. Come on. Should be a short. I'm just getting a short. Consider this a protected loan. We have a return. Now it's been very wicky. I just don't hope it's just going to consolidate here in that macro. Just want some distribution now. Come on. Yes, thank you. Now you go out of that box. You go to the magnet. There you go. Magnet. Yes. Magnet, come down. Come. Yes. This is the this dotted line is the settlement price of yesterday. So, but I think it used it today already a couple of times. But then you always see a little bit of small reaction there. Okay. Hello. Got a nice little moth here. Yes, there we go. Wow. Oh, it really goes to the magnet. You see that? Oh, they really work, guys. There's magnets. You see, it went straight into the magnet. Okay. Okay, so I just took it to this. I just looked at these equal lows and this first presented fair value gap. So I'm happy with that. But I think I mentioned that 830 line, right? What was it? That little gap. Let me just have a look at it again, because that was... Well, that was here. There's no need to go lower. Did anyone else? Yeah, it's just not a really big one. It was just a shorter one, right? But I had two stop outs on the way up. Obviously, you saw them. That's okay. I was too impatient again. I didn't wait for my macro. But I'm still bullish in a way. But might have to take first a few shorts before I can get my trade, which I really want to. So I have a visitor here. Okay, let's look at the higher time frame to see if I'm... Is anyone short in the chat? Is there anyone looking for a continuation of a short, or are people have a long bias? Just curious. Okay. So the 6 hour for the 4 hour 6 o'clock candle, this is green one. So this is the 10 o'clock, the 10 to 2. So we're almost done with the 10 to 2. So that's interesting. Let's see how it develops. That will give us a lot of information. It was close. Oh my God! I was so happy that I thought, I can eat. Oh, I'm streaming, but I can eat as much garlic as I want because I won't bother. But if you eat a lot of garlic, you get a little bit of thirst, right? Yeah. I was making a salad quickly before the stream, and I had this garlic that was already, crushed, and then you can buy it. But I wanted to just take a little bit, but there was a little bit more that I took, and I thought, you know what, it's okay. But it was just more than I normally eat. But still, I still like it, but just makes you a little bit thirsty, right? Yeah. Okay, let's see what the 2 o'clock candle does. We do have change in state here on the 1. Let's see on the 3 and on the 5. And do we have a change in the state of delivery on the 5 minute? No, we don't. On the 3 minute? Not yet. So we're still bearish for now. If we get over this candle, we can start looking for a long, but it still looks a little bit bearish to me. But look at this wick here on the 3 minute. I like it. If we get over this level, it might get interesting for a long. Troy, you must be thinking, oh my god, she just doesn't shut up about her long. She just keeps on nagging about that long. Yeah. Okay. We have a Monday low. We didn't make a Tuesday low. If we would make a Tuesday high, it would be all the way here. But then we have to go over, well, at least this point, I guess. It's 8-2. It's too high. It's too much ones. Unless we're gonna rip. Or are we going to make a Tuesday low? That's more likely maybe, right? If you look at the amount of points it needs to make. And we're still in this AMRP. We're in this fair value gap. We're going a little bit lower. It's possible that we can still make a Tuesday low, which is quite common for a Tuesday, right? Okay, so on this 4 hour we have a long wick on the former one. If we go up, it's quite probability, there is a probability we could reject from it. This level here, 527. So we're going back up to this point and then we can take a long up to 527, up to this first presented fair value gap. Let's take a long. Just a scalp. TP to here, stop loss below this here. 1 to 2 are five to 8, 5 to 4. just a quick trade, just a quick scalpy. I'm getting out because you know why? It doesn't have to go to the midpoint of this wick. And I'm trading time. And if a candle at 3 past stops moving, I'm just not interested anymore. So I'm looking at this 4-hour wick, and if I will get interested in a short, I want to see reject at some point. So that's the midpoint is right over here on the 4-hour wick. 2352, 23,528.75. It was right over here in this point here. So if we do go over that point, then just have to wait a little bit more. I mean, for me, I just took a very short, just a long, but I just got it. I can't remember where I took it, but I was planning to take it to the midpoint, but the macro was already, it was 6 past and we had this red candle. I just got out just when this candle went down. This is the level I was looking at. I was hoping it could reach in the macro, but did not get it that far yet. There is a flat top candle here though, so those are magnets, right? Could get there, but so I'm not in a trade right now anymore. I got out, but it might still run to that TP. You know, I don't really like this. I do scalp here and there if it's mechanical for me and I can really frame. And Eric, he knows that. You know, we love AMD, so we love, you know, when you start really looking into that and you you really start to enjoy consolidation, because you know after accumulation comes the manipulation move, and that's where my 10-4 model is based on of. It's that manipulation move on the 10 o'clock, and then you have you have a very defined exit. Even though the move goes higher, I just take my profit at the previous print of a 4 o'clock time, and it's so it doesn't give you any stress, because you just know exactly where you get in and you know exactly where you get out, right? Yeah. So for me right now, it's a little bit difficult to frame a good end. Why? Obviously, it's a long right now, but I guess we are now bearish, so it's a little bit hard for me to frame a good trade, because the move has already we had quite a we still have this. We took out this liquidity now here. So the question is, are we done or are we going lower? We don't have S&T. Look, it's equal low. So are we going there today? Are we going to make a Tuesday low? Because this isn't really that far. But then we have to take out this low as well. I entered at I can't pronounce your name. I did have Chinese. Is it Chinese or is Chinese, right? I did follow a few lessons, by the way. So, but to be honest, you have to share your name in English, if because I really kind of know how to call you. But 15-minute bullish S&T looks nicely. I entered at 154 IFUG, and yesterday AM first presented fair value gap. Yeah. So you took that. Yeah, I got in at that. I got out there and you got in. Gotcha. Yeah. Let me have a look again. So this is the first presented fair value gap, the pinkish line, and 154 IFUG. Okay, hold on. Oh yeah, you took this one here. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, I took a little short here as well, long, but I got yeah. See, it still went to my target. Yeah. So now we're at the half point of the 4-hour. See, we're exactly here at the 4-hour candle, right? So this is where I want to see it reject for a short. So you see this? This is the 4-hour wick of the 10 o'clock candle. Here we go. We exactly are rejecting from that wick now, and it's also from the first presented fair value gap of the PM session. That's this one, the one that printed at 130. So this, yeah. Is it a short? Actually, it is for me. I've got 3 confluences. Only time. I don't have a macro, but I'm using the 130 here. It's actually a short, but I'm not trading outside my macro times. But it's exactly at the midpoint of a large 4-hour wick. So who else is short biased? Yeah, but then again, we've got liquidity here as well, right? Yeah. So I was long biased when we started this session, and I sort of got into the short, but I still, if I look at it again, I'm like, hey, it could still just go up into this wick again. Obviously, also for a long, it would reject at the 0.5 level, right? So it's not actually a short. Because we're not in a macro, it is not a short. Because it always rejects at the midpoint, because it's a liquidity level. midpoint. Let's see what happens if we're going over it. So this is also a first presented fair value gap of another session. Was it? No, not. No, I don't know what it was, so disregard that. I didn't say that. I'm gonna delete it. Beautiful liquidity here, right? It's a long. Look at this. Beautiful. Are you still in? Daniel, are you still in the long? I entered yesterday. Yeah, you're still in, right? Yeah. 5 minute and FUG also above the buy side liquidity. Yeah, yeah. I took a few stabs. I tried a long right over here in this. I thought this was, I'll show you. I was looking at this inversion on the 15 minute, but I was too early. And because we went out of it here already, and when we were going down here, I thought, okay, it cannot go below this level and it might spike up. We still went below it another time. And look at this trend line liquidity right over here. So that was my aim already. So I was already, and I took 2 L's there. They were not that big, but I was like, okay, I'm too early. I just have to wait. So I'm still bullish, but then again, we could also go. Oh, let's just see what happens here. The 5 minute minus FUG. Here you go. This is your 5 minute. Yeah, let's see how it reacts on this bearish fair value gap. If it's, when I see trend line liquidity like this, I'm sort of also a little bit aware that it could make another low, because we do have these equal lows here, right, at the 5 minute. So I'm just thinking, maybe in this session, because we have this here, we go down one more time, make another low, because we should 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. These go, if I look at those, I'm just sort of looking at them and I'm like, are you going to leave them for this session? We also got a gap here. Okay, they filled that gap. Okay, let's see. So this is this 15 minute inversion. Let's see how it reacts in that inversion right now. Yeah, I have my L there also. Yeah, you also had, okay, so we had the same analysis. So you were also waiting for that long, right? Yeah. I've been waiting for that long since yesterday, to be honest. But it was too obviously Monday. Yeah. Okay, see how it's reacting there at the mid of that inversion now, and in that bearish fair value gap. Okay, the music stopped again. Oh, here we go. Enable shuffling, and you have to loop. Enable repeat. There we go. That took a bit of time for me to figure out. Yeah. There we go. Look at that beautiful. Okay, we're above the midpoint of that 4-hour wick right now. So beautiful. Oh, I should not have gotten out of that trade. It's gonna run. Okay. I'm trying to see if I can still get an entry or just have to wait for a retracement now. I'm not getting in because we might just form another wick for the trend line liquidity, or we could just spike up, but I'm a little bit cautious here because of the, yeah. I would like to see it make another low. But we are above the first presented fair value gap of the PM session. So this is the root candle, the 130 root candle that this indicator uses. 1202, they're sort of like stacked, so we could. I cannot really frame a good trade here with a good R risk reward at the moment. So for me, like Daniel, you got in, and that's an awesome trade. Well, I think this move is going to go to 569 in this box. But if you want to play it safe, you play it to the midpoint of this. But look, see, this is what I want to see. I wanted to see wick here and go down, so we have a little bit more trend line. And remember, we still have those equal lows, right, on the 5. No, here, no 5 minute. Yeah, we've got these equal lows here. So I'm just a little bit cautious now because of it's sort of like we're still in the creation of the liquidity line, and we know what they do with the equal lows, right? So I got stopped out twice on that long already, so that's why I'm a little bit cautious now. So I know we are right in our analysis, but the timing is just not there yet. So I'm thinking about the Tuesday high or low. If we go for a Tuesday high, we have still some. We've got quite a bit to cover. For a Tuesday low, it's not that much anymore. But the chart doesn't make sense to me for a Tuesday low. So that's why I'm thinking, are we going to chop around now, consolidate, or are we going to make a run to the upside, or are we going to make that Tuesday low? Yeah. Were you also thinking about a Tuesday low and high? And there's such a, we didn't make a, sometimes in London we already have we make a Tuesday low. We did not do that. We did not make a Tuesday low high in the AM session. It's over 300 points if we do it now in the PM session, but then I believe it should have run already. So that's why I'm a little bit cautious at the moment to get into a trade for long. But hey, we could just spike up. We still got 1.5 hours to go, so who knows? We're still going to go for that Tuesday high, right? Do we have news tomorrow? Let me check. Today, 27. Tomorrow there's no news. And we have on... Okay, Thursday we have unemployment claims. Oh, nice. Okay, and we've got 8:13 news. I love those days. Just trying to think about the weekly profile a little bit here. Bye, Troy. We'll stay in touch. Thank you for being here, and I'll try to figure out how to get some other people on, and then I would love to have you on and give your analysis as well. Because yeah, I'll see you soon again. Thank you. It's good to see you. Yeah, so that's why I'm a little bit cautious for long right now. On the other hand, we still have this. This was yesterday, the green one. You know, I'm sort of like when I want to explain something, I point to the screen, but obviously you just have to use my pointer. It's sort of like I'm not in front of a class. I used to coach, and I have a whiteboard, right, and I can show things around, but that doesn't work. So anyway. It must look a little bit stupid, but anyway. So this is yesterday's. The green one is yesterday's 130 first presented fair value gap. So let me just see if it has been mitigated at all or not. Okay, see here, so we had it printed here, right? So that was Monday. I'm on the 5-minute chart, and it hasn't been mitigated at all. So again, how bullish does it look? Again, I'm going to my 590. That's a level that I've been looking at today. 590, 575. Yeah, I'm getting long, guys. I'm just gonna give it a go. Just have to have a tight stop loss. TP, I'm going to take it again to this level. This is the level that screwed me over a few times, but now third time is a charm, right? Just took a look at the 5-minute RTH chart today, and we purchased a daily low. The previous Friday daily highs, obviously a good target for me to frame this week. Just look at the 5-minute RTH chart today. After we purchased yesterday daily low, the previous daily high is obviously a good target for me. Okay. You're on the 5-minute here. Six, 2, 3. Oh, don't stop me out for the third time on that trade. That's annoying. 6, 2, 3. Yeah. We've got the weekly open here, so that's the top of the end walk. 623. Yeah, that's interesting how RTH gives another perspective, right? I actually don't use that a lot in my analysis, but I like that. Let me just go to the 15-minute quickly here to see 623. Yeah, and it's interesting because then you have these wicks, right? It gives you a little bit better 6 to 3, a little gap here as well on the 15. Yeah. $6.16 is the daily high. Okay, let's see what's going to happen. I think we're finally getting some reward on the long here. I'm just going to move a little bit lower, just below this first presented. Hi, Tippy. Come. Hello. Hello, my lovely dovey. It's interesting. I'm going to look at the RTH, especially because when you have all these wicks, especially now, you can, if you take that RTH high, you're actually getting somewhere out in even less than half of the wick, so it's quite safe. So otherwise, with all those wicks, it's not going to take it out at once, right? It's just going to go into the wicks, go a little bit down, have more consolidation probably. So that's a good one. I'm going to keep that in mind. Thank you for that, Danielle. How long have you been trading ICT or studying? So the only thing now with these wicks, like I said, we could just reject again and then go into consolidation. It's just not going to be a smooth ride. You see? 230. Gap here. One year and you're still, oh, wow. Nice to meet you too, Daniel. That's amazing. I love that you're so young and yeah, you're set for life if you just keep on doing this. Okay, I'm going to be stopped out here. Or no, my stop is below, I'm sorry. That's amazing, and still 18. Well, you're from where are you from exactly? I wish I was younger that I discovered ICT. I mean, it's such a game changer, right? So these yellowish boxes, those are root candles. That is part of the indicator. So this is 1235. So it's that you can use them as Taiwan. Wow, I lived in Singapore for 7 years when I was 5 years old. My father had to work there, so I've spent quite some time in Asia. My father also used to work in Taiwan, but then when we used to live in Singapore, he used to travel there. But I actually never went to Taiwan. Yeah. You're still 80. Are you still in school? Are you probably still studying, right? Or are you just trading? Yeah, so yeah, still in high school, and I also love animals. Oh, did you see my video? Oh yeah, I love animals. It's just for me. I just actually want to say I really enjoy these streams because I get to talk to people and stuff like that. Because I got to a stage that I was like, oh my God, I just want to be somewhere where there's more animals and people, and I just, if I have animals around me, I'm just really happy. But what I really like about these streams is you get to meet people, talk to people, and especially we all trade and we have our passion with ICT and algo and stuff like that. But it's funny how many people are also like very much into animals and stuff like that. Yeah, I love the bush. I'm going to. I've got a Finnish friend. She's coming to South Africa, and I'm going to meet her in Kruger Park. So I don't live very close to Kruger Park. We have a wildlife park here as well nearby, but Kruger obviously it's so amazing, and I need to drive like 8 hours now to get there. But I'm going to meet her inside, so I'm looking forward to that weekend. So I won't be on for I think it's the 1st or 2nd of October. So it's in about 1 month. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Just drive in Kruger and just you can sit all days and just look at animals and just you drive and you just enjoy the nature and just the quietness. There's no sounds and just nature sounds. It's just amazing. It's magic. It's just magic, and it just makes you realize how what life really is about and how far we got away from our natural instincts and stuff like that. But yeah, do you have any pets? Our trade is going. Hey, and are you? I guess after high school, I guess you must have some plans what you want to do, and besides trading. Obviously, you're going to be a trader, but do you have any other plans that you want to do? Look at this beautiful trade going. Oh, I should show my stop. I'm chatting too much. Yeah. I wonder if we are going to have the whole move, or it's just going to. No, we're going to get more of the move. Okay, can't be losing trade anymore. I don't want to trail it too much because it's just, I really want some more distribution, and we haven't even this is the move I want, so it's like we're not even halfway. Hey! No fighting. Okay. When the price comes above this level here, then I'll trail it. My parents not allow me to have pets. Okay, I'm also an amateur cyclist on a race and will give me a. Oh wow! Wow, then you must be really good, eh? You know what? Once you're 18, at some point, you can get pets when you live on your own, so you have something to look forward to. And it has pros and cons living with your parents, right? But I guess it's also there's a lot of pros as well. Probably they think like if they have pets, they have to take care of it. Yeah. So you're an amateur cyclist, but you still made 5K in a prize. That's pretty awesome. Is that the first prize? Is that first prize or? $14.40. I'm gonna go to the 15. I think my TP is a little bit too high, to be honest, for now. I think I have to bring it down a little bit. Now looking at the 15, we've got this one here. Yeah, I based it on the 5 minute, but it's out of the range here, so I think it's a safer bet to go for this level. I have to bring it down a little bit. I just don't like you. Why? It's the mid-range of the AMRP level, so that's the volatility grid, plus it's another first presented fair value gap that I'm using here, which lines up with that level. And that's the one yesterday's midnight. So I use 5K was the biggest one I have, some small ones for me to get some funded account. Yeah, we need money for that, right? To get the funded. Here we go. Now I'm going to trail a little bit more. I want you to protect. No, I don't want you to protect the position. I need to trail you. No, so that's the problem. Once I get in, I cannot trail it anymore. There you go. Wow, yeah, that's a nice goal to have. Have freedom and take care of your family and build a life with, yeah, and get some funded accounts, yeah. You know, it's good to have funded, but also once you start making money with the funded, get your own brokerage account, and then you can do both. Like, for example, you know, from some funded accounts, you have like consistency rules. And if I want to take the big distribution trades, I don't like to do my funded accounts because some of them have 40% rules. And if I want to take a big move, then I go to my own live account, for example. And sometimes when the days are really like wonky, but you really want to trade, then you just play your evals, right? Or you just pay per trade, whatever you want. But it's good to have both of them, just evals. But if you make money, just start to invest in. You don't need a big one. You can start with a small and just trade MNQ, for example. You can already have it for a couple of thousand, and then you can build that account. Just trade small. You know, people really sometimes don't see the value of small amounts that add up over time, because it's really, you don't need to make a lot of money every day. If you make like a consistent amount every day, it really adds up. It's about consistency and yeah, just having fun with it, right? Just enjoying being in the charts and just yeah. Okie dokie. You see, it just missed the TP a little bit. It might be stopped out in profit. But the best entry was here, right? You've got the inversion, retest of the inversion. That was a 10 past 2. Let me see if there was a better one. Let me go to the 1 minute. You can see this is a breaker here. Breaker. We went through it here and then retest at 5:0. I've been stopped out. It's okay. In profit. So it's okay. Yeah, this one was at a good entry here and just staying. Then we have another one here. That was a candle down. It's not really a propulsion block, but okay. Are you still in, Daniel? I think you are, right? So we wigged, we took liquidity here, went into this gap here. So I wouldn't be, obviously it's not going to go in a straight line up, but question is it really going to take another run at it? Beautiful V-shaped recovery. Are you still in? Yeah, I got stopped out in profit, but that's okay. I trilled my stop a little bit too fast, so again, I trilled it too fast and a little bit too high. That's okay. Still, it's another $75. So your TP, you said 20 points away from my TP. 60. Are you going to this line here, 556-ish? Oh, you're taking that Friday high, the RTH. Is that the point? Let me check. No, that's much higher, right? Where's the Friday high? No, that's too high for now, right? You're not aiming for the Friday high, right? It's too high. Yeah. So this indicator, this is the volatility grid that measures the juice that a move has. So for me, also when it gets into this zone and we're getting back into this, I'm also a little bit careful because in this time zone, on average, we still have 50 points on this. You see model here, the AMR is 88 points and we had 38. So it still has 50 points it still has 50 points to go. So that is actually exactly my move, every 50 points. Yeah, there we go. I might enter, re-enter. 50 points to the upside. 590 is right. That was my first initial, that was the move I wanted. Okay, I'm going to wait for the macro and then I'm going to enter again. I got 590 already a long time in my, this was my level-ish, this area, the 0.27-ish. So it's either a little bit, it's also the weekly open, 600. And yeah, Still 50 points. Okay, I'm gonna wait for the macro to see, and then I'm just gonna market order in and see if we get a spike. Or it's going to go a little bit. No, it's not going to retrace. Okay, give us a down candle. I want a down candle. Have to be on the 1. Above today's actual high. Okay, I like that. We might get a really large, like a 1 wicked candle to the upside for that last move. Or down, yes. 551, like that. Yeah, this is a market order. I think it's going to, no, we have, this is already mitigated, we don't need to, here maybe. See, that's the problem, once you get out and you get into these moves at this last stage, your R to R is not as good, and last push, yeah, I hope so too. Last push. It might take a bit of a time that it just goes to stall a little bit, because you know you see that we had consolidation here. What tends to happen if you see that here, you tend to get it again in the same area. So, but we did have some here already, so who knows? It might give it a push, but it could also just use the last macro, right? So I'm not going to wait for that one because I'm getting a little bit tired. It's late. I mean, for you, it's also late, right? You're in Taiwan. So what time is it at your place? So for here, it's Last push. There we go. Look at that. You're at 2:50. Yeah, so it's you're in midnight. Okay. Do your parents know that you're awake, or are they okay with you trading? Are they supportive of you? I guess so, right? And they can be proud of you. So here it is almost 10. So it's now 3 a.m. Eastern. So it's 9 o'clock at night here. But I wake up like 4 a.m. here. I'm a morning person and an evening person. So I trade London. I do a stream as well in London. Obviously I just started last week, right? But because I want to look into the market anyway, so I thought, just starting the channel is good just to get the reps in and doing live streams. And because I want to look into London as well, I thought I might as well live stream as well. And I like the PM session, so yeah. So at the end of the day, I do get a little bit tired. So I also don't journal anymore because I do that in the morning when I wake up. Because I'm awake since 4 a.m. and it's by the time I get off, it's I'm not going to get off at 10, but then I'm just tired and I just don't want to. I just want to watch some series, get something to eat a little bit, and then just go to enjoy a series that I watch, and then or some YouTube, and then I just fall asleep, and then I wake up at 4. I don't sleep more than I think 6 hours max, sometimes 7, but it's okay. Yeah, I really like it. I really enjoyed it doing the streams, and it's so nice to meet people, more like-minded people. So you have to go to school tomorrow as well, right? Then, because it's a school day. That is actually going to be. Do you have other kids at school that trade as well? Or you're the only one, and do you talk about it? Do you talk to other? How do they react to you when you tell them what you're doing? Oh, hold on. I just want to make, I have another, I need to put something in because I might not get that minus 0. Minus, this is it. Yeah, this is the level I'm actually looking for. 579 for now. And if it goes over this level, then we go here. 579. I'm below that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait until the end of this macro, and then I'm gonna call it a day. So I'm just gonna wait until 3:10, and I'll leave the crazy. I do like the last hour of trading, because if you have even though it's a crazy algo, but if you have certain levels and it just didn't reach it, for example, if we could get a really large wick just taking this out, for example, and then leaving the rest for tomorrow to go up, for example. You never know, but sometimes you have these levels. It's very clear, like, why didn't it go there? And then okay, the last market on close algo, the last 15-minute might go there. So sometimes I do trade it, but then I have to be really, really sure. And I do it with an evaluation, for example. I don't do that with a live account because you can still be wrong. But yeah, Well, not today. Today is I'm just going to. I had a good day. I had a good day yesterday as well, so it's okay. Still in the summer vacation here. I only talked to the one who got me into trading about it. Oh, so you have up here. That's nice. I think that's good that if you have someone you can. Is he also ICT and also? Oh, that's so nice if you have someone you can chat to. But that's the only thing. Like what we do. I don't have anyone in my environment that trades, and most people that I know that trade, they don't even trade ICT. So sometimes, I don't want to call it lonely because it sounds very negative. It's not that I'm really lonely, but it is really nice if you have people that you can chat to and just go over setups and talk about things that you discovered and what they discovered and check things, and you learn from each other and find out new things. So yeah, I think that's really awesome. And that's why I like doing this as well, to really connect and also to help other people. Okay, 3 o'clock. Come on, give us that last push. So I'm always careful when we move like this. Monitor the 3 minutes after the hours in situations like this, right? So it's sort of like we go up in the macro, but it just doesn't really move. And then at 3 o'clock, at 3 past the hour, it's sort of like sometimes the macro sort of stops. We had that a couple of times today, so I always watch that. Sometimes you just. So it's 2 past now, so I'm just looking like, are we getting a push up, or do we get a push down at 3? I just stop. For me, it sort of invalidates the move, especially if I'm already, like it is now, I'm getting a little bit in the red here. It's 2:33, but not 3 yet. Because then it will take until the next macro, for example, or obviously we're going to get the whole macro. It's 1/4 past to 1/4 right, or actually to 4 o'clock. So it could be that in a few seconds it's just going to go down, and then it's going to wait until 1/4 past and then start moving again. Now I see that happening. Yeah, I don't really like that. Let's see. He's not trading ICT, okay, but he still trades, so that's good. He thinks it's too complicated, but we still support each other, okay? Yeah, I had a friend, she actually told me to get into ICT. You see what I mean? At 3 and then it goes down. Yeah, I'm getting out. So for me, that invalidates the trade for now. Oh shit. It probably still goes up, but it still will take it. It's not going to do it most likely in this macro. Sometimes it does, but most of the times it's just going to futz around and it's just going to hang out. And I just watch then. Yeah, that's good. So my friend, we were doing TPO and volume profile, and we were in another group. It was a serious group, and not like. So she said, "Oh, ICT, blah blah." So we got in ICT together, and at some point, she just stopped, and she said, "Yeah, for me, it's just not too complicated." But she saw a fair value gap everywhere in the order block, and she just So she went back to TPO, and I stayed. So, but I'll tell you the funny thing is that I actually have not told any of my trading buddies that I started this channel. Because I was like, I just want to see if the algo, and at some point, I know I'm not really pushing for subs or likes and stuff like that because I hate that. But I just want to see if the algo, in a natural way, if I just pop up in their feed at some point, and that they then, what? They still think I'm a trading coach at Whole Prime, but I stopped there to start this one. So that's why I'm it goes really slow, the subs, but it's okay. But I just hope that at some point it will reach my. You see what I mean with the 3 past the minute? So if you have a good entry, for example, if you enter in this inversion, you can stay in it, it's fine. But like I didn't have a good risk reward anymore because I entered later on. I just stopped. So monitor the 3 past the hour if you're in a macro. When you have like a slow grind up, like here, the macro started and and we sort of like, we did take some liquidity. So that's my tip for the day. I actually shared that as well on the other session. So I think it's a good tip, by the way. It's just the little time things. It's just, time is, that time cannot be manipulated. So that's why the algo is scripted against time. Price can be manipulated. So people just don't, they really think it's just random, but it's not. It's really, if people still think it's random, I guess I'm not really the stream for them, but I like ICT traders and people who like to, it doesn't have to be ICT traders, but also just, people that are aware that there's an algo and are interested in just, finding the logic behind every move. I want to try to make it as mechanical as possible. So we take the emotion out of the trading, right? So that's the point of doing it. Yeah, so I think I'm going a little bit at the end of this. I'm getting a little bit tired now. Well said. I'm out at 1447 candle low. That 14 at 3, because I journal, I used to, I'm such a nerd. In the beginning, I would really jot down times, like especially at the highs and the lows. And that's where I figured out specific things, like this 3 past the hour and things like that. Because ICT, I don't think ICT really mentions that anywhere, right? So and all these little things, there are so many little things that if you really journal and you really deep dive into it. So I journal the lower time frame, but also on the higher time frame, for example. And for example, if I journal, I also go into the 4 hour and I look at the larger moves and stuff like that. And then, especially 4 hour volume imbalances are very important to me. I had a really good trade yesterday. That London trade went right into a volume imbalance from the 4 hour. I think that was it this one? I'm not sure. The London trade. Where's the London session yesterday? Well, anyway, I'm too tired now to really, but I can go over all trades if people want that. But so those little things, they all add up at some point if you just, and they all help you. Like for example, now I just get out and then you save yourself the rest of this move down. So just back test it. Just look at it at some on the 1 minute then, and just look at it if you can see any if it helps you. Okay, it was so nice to meet you, Daniel, and all other people that are here. I'm really enjoying these streams. I apologize for some little things that are still not perfect. My charts are maybe too busy, and I don't mind any feedback if there's things that I can improve, and if there's certain topics that people want to go over. I really don't mind, because I love going over stuff and chatting with other people, and also learning from you guys. It's not just me, but also learning from other people that are here. So I hope to see you again tomorrow. Tomorrow is Wednesday, right? Yeah, I'll be on again at the lunch and PM session. I'm also going to do a London session. I'm just getting into the consistency at the moment, also to improve things and to get better at it. And yeah, so for now, thank you so much for being here, chatting, supporting, and just hanging out. So I really appreciate it. I thank you, and I'll see you tomorrow. And I wish everyone a really nice evening, day, whatever you are, and I hope to see you soon again. Bye bye for now.